We're gonna make a fancy egg sandwich. But first, we need some of our Country Crock Original and a slight dollop in the middle. We're gonna let that melt in the middle with a little bit of our seasoning. Yes. Yeah, a little bit of that caviar left. What if I made a fancy caviar sandwich using a fried egg? And this other product that we have, you can get this stuff at the store for like 10 bucks. For that tiny of a jar, that's how you know it's expensive. I also have this delicious French pork liver pate. Now we already have the sandwich. It is a cold cut everything super sub sandwich with everything bagel seasoning on it. I get them at the grocery store. They're pretty good. I cut the sections into pieces, and I saved the section to food hack for a fancy snack. We're trying to provide some crazy content for you cool cobras. Get the country crock butter melted. Now we're going to crack the egg into the pan and let it do its thing, man. If you're making a sunny side egg, you don't want to move it around too often. But I'm going to make it fry it with both sides. If it gets a little big, that's alright. I'm going to scoop the yolk into the middle of our delicious butter, country crock, whatever you want to call it. Not the prettiest sunny side egg, I'll tell you what, but man, if I don't touch it, it won't break the yolk too bad. That's actually big enough for that sandwich. You don't want to flip it just yet, YouTube. We're going to let it cook up a bit first. I'll show you when it's time to do that. Let's give that egg a flip. Flip, flip, flip the egg. It came from the bird. Look at this, I'm flipping the bird. I'm going to flip that egg in that delicious oil and it cook on that side. We'll show you the results when it's done cooking on the egg. Here's our cold cut super sub with everything seeds, everything bagel seeds. They come with the mustard packets. These sandwiches are freaking huge. I'm gonna flip the egg, transfer it to here. Then we're gonna toast our sandwich bun in that buttery grease after we're done cooking the egg. That egg's just about done. As I go for a couple more minutes, it's on a very nice heat, nice medium heat. Now we're going to toast the bread in this pork pate liver. just want to come out. A butter knife. It's just like Spam, I reckon. That's tasty, man. I'd fuck with that. Pate pork liver, we're going to fry that bitch up like Spam. And when we get all that grease in there, we're going to toast up our buns for the sandwich. And there's our ingredients, our veggies and our lettuce. These super subs I get are simply delicious. Part 5. That liver pate is fried up. Something proper. Look at that. Nice golden color. Put it next to our fried egg. And we're just going to toast the inside of the bread so the outside can keep the everything seeds. Toast that up right quick. And the juice of that liver pate. Slap some KingCobraJFS original in there. There's so much goddamn grease in this goddamn pan. Two packets of mayo, squeezed right in there. Dash of that seasoning. The classic cayenne pepper we've been using. Good stuff. Mix it. Together with a spatula. Put it in the middle of the pan so we can toast our bread. Pretty sweet, YouTube. The bottom one we could probably toast on both sides, but I want to keep the everything seeds on the top one. Come back to you when that bread's toasted up. That bread is toasted up. This piece is toasted up beautifully. Just beautiful, YouTube. Getting that top bun toasted. And then we're gonna move on to adding our ingredients to it. And let that pan cool off. Drizzle some grease on it on the top of the sandwich when it's done. Just about to put caviar on it and all that good stuff. After we got it toasted up on the top bun, we added some mayonnaise. Just the top part, the top of the top bun's not toasted, but the inside of the sandwich is. I reassembled the sandwich ingredients back onto our sandwich with the lettuce and the meats and the cheese. Put mustard on top of that. On top of that meat, I'm gonna take our fried egg, put it on top just like that. And then we're going to take our freshly fried liver pate and plate it in the middle like that. That's looking pretty interesting. Shed some light on that subject. The liver's on top of the egg and the... We're about to sandwich this bitch. A bit messy to make, but I digress. What's so fancy about it? Well, I want to put some caviar on it. And this little jar of caviar is like $10 now. I mean, that sounds like much, but trust and believe. You know what I'm saying? This stuff comes at a hefty price. $10 for that little jar, yes, but it's so good. I like caviar, so we're gonna get fancy with it. And put a little bit of caviar on top of our sandwich. Delightful. Caviar tastes like it's fish eggs. They're salty, creamy, fish taste. Got as much of the caviar out as I could. Oh my god, I'm scraping the sides looking for that black gold. My caviar bubble got popped. I like fish. I like salty fish. And caviar is kind of fancy. There's the caviar eggs on top of the thing on my bob, the sandwich. So add some hot sauce to that bitch. Some Frank's Red Hot Original Cayenne Pepper Sauce. It's a really good combination with that caviar. I'm going to pour a couple drops on top of our caviar and our liver pate and our egg. And a little bit on our top bun. Perfect. So sandwich it. Squish it downtown. A little bit of hot sauce on the counter. That sandwich looks pretty damn fancy. I like the way that looks. We got enough to drizzle butter on top of the bun without toasting it. Just a little bit. Gonna melt that butter down, and we're gonna drizzle it on top of the sandwich, on top of our everything seeds. Now the bottom of this is toasted, but the top ain't. And the bottom one's toasted on both sides. Cobra making a caviar sandwich with fried egg. So the final step into making that sandwich, you want to melt some of that country crock butter in the middle, just enough to like glaze the inside of it and the top of it that I didn't toast. So country crock original butter, like 8 squirts of lemon juice. Take that lemon butter, drizzle it on the inside on top of that caviar and hot sauce, and then drizzle on top of the untoasted side. I did not toast the side with the everything bagel seeds. But I toasted the other sides of all the other buns. That's the caviar sandwich that I made. Letting it chill out in the fridge for a bit because I got to do a separate video here. YouTube. We have this sandwich loaded with caviar. You watch the parts to this video. They're going to try it. Caviar cross section. There's the fried egg, the everything seeds. This is a monster sandwich. If you didn't tell anyone there was caviar in the middle of it, they wouldn't even know. You just say it's an everything seed sandwich. Yeah. Toasting your bread in mayonnaise and country crock original. The sandwich is all kinds of unhealthy. But that's why it's good. I would remake this sandwich. I would remake it. It's not bad. With caviar sitting right there on that sandwich. Caviar is very fishy and very salty, so if you're not the biggest fan of fish, don't eat this sandwich. Now it's $10 caviar, but I don't care. I got to try it. I've always wanted to try it. And I made a cool sandwich out of it. The caviar and the liver were sent to me by the fans. Mm. So a hint of lemon. Spicy, salty, savory. Taking a party sub with food hacking it. That is a tasty sub, YouTube, nice and thick. It'll let it get cold in the fridge before eating it. Leaving the softness of the bun on top, while the rest of it is soft and crunchy with the toasty action. It's a good sandwich, man. I fuck with it. Very rich indeed. Adding mayonnaise and mustard to the top bun after toasting it underneath. And then completing the sandwich by melting some butter, some country crock butter spread in the pan with a couple squirts of lemon juice. Drizzle on top of the sandwich. Then put some of that in the middle. Buttery rich. YouTube. I fuck with that sandwich. Piece on my shirt. Salty. Ooh, this is rich. So good.